What's going on, Philadelphia Eagles fans? It's your boy Philly Day One, and this is day 11 of camp. And Eli Ricks, we gonna jump straight into it. Eli Ricks had a pick six against Tanner McKee. Eli Ricks is jumping everything. He's physical, he's long, and he's confident. He's jumping absolutely everything. Jalix Hunt. Jalix Hunt went to social media after the preseason game with the Washington Commanders and the New England Patriots, and poked a little fun. He poked a little fun at Jaden Daniels, and I mean that's very Eagle-like to do. So Darius Cooper, who is now getting first team reps today, guys. He's getting first team reps. I'm kind of high on him. Again, Eagle Al was the first person that pointed that out. Y'all better check out Eagle Al with all that information. So, and not only that, but we had a couple of guys come by and visit. One happened to be Brandon Brooks. If you don't know who Brandon Brooks is, Brandon Brooks was a bad man. Lane Johnson and Brandon Brooks ran the league for a night. I want to say like 2 years, but it felt longer. I wish we still had Brandon Brooks, but he dropped by. And not only did he drop by, Fletcher Cox dropped by. Dominic Sue dropped by, and is it Harold Carmichael? I think, yeah. Harold Carmichael dropped by as well. So those guys was at the practice today. And, you know, I guess come to see the new talent. You know, you don't never really get a lot of people that stay away from the facility after leaving, after retiring. So, you know, I think a couple of weeks ago we had Jason Kelsey. You got Brandon Brooks, Fletcher Cox. You know what I'm saying? Those guys come in. All right. Jacorian Bennett is taking he was taking second team reps, but he was taking second team reps at right corner, which is the corner spot that is the corner spot that Keely Ringo and Adoree Jackson has been in trying to battle for that spot, but he's doing it on the second team. So he got into some practice time, which is very, very good. If you know Vic Fangio, if you do not practice, a lot of times you're not in the conversation for competing for the starting spot. Andrew Mukuba was back, and he is no longer on the injury report. So you will not see Andrew Mukuba on the injury report. And he was taking second team reps at safety. And Sidney Brown was taking first team reps at safety. That proves, guys, it was not that big of an injury, shoulder injury. It was just maybe a little stinger or something like that. But that proves that it's okay. He's back. I like the fact that he's back because Sidney Brown was balling. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't making splash plays, but he was very consistent. Kind of like it's on the same trajectory as Jeremiah Trotter. Like, it's kind of hard for you to put them on the shelf because they've been playing so well on the field, like as far as practice is concerned, and in the preseason game, they both played really, really well, and just no mistakes. And I think that's what wins Vic's heart, man. No mistakes. All right, we are going to talk about Lane Johnson went on the pivot. And he talked some Jalen Hurts. What made Jalen Hurts so special? And we're gonna get into that. Then we had we got Howie Roseman on Pardon My Take, and they talked about his love for Georgia players. You know what I'm saying? The University of Georgia players. And we're gonna get into that video. And last but not least, Elliot Parks. Talk some Jalen Carter and what he was doing today, which was very destructive. So let's get into it.
I think his demeanor. The city's very rambunctious, very passionate. I think you need a guy that's very even keel. Emotions don't ever get high. Even when we win a Super Bowl. We smiled a couple times, but it was back to work. So when you have a guy like that, and when he first came in, you don't know if it's the role he's playing, but no, that's how he's always been. And I think, for me, it allows guys to stay calm in pressure moments, seeing the guy never get rattled. And then, with Jalen, man, he's always working. You go in there before practice, he's got his own routine, and it's never wavered since he's been a rookie. It's only, kept developing. And now, as he's aging, he's becoming more personal with the guys on the team. But he's always been, the same demeanor, same leader from day one, just more evolved over the past couple of years. But, I respect how he works, man. That's what I respect about him.
Yeah, about the same thing as everybody's been saying, man, with the Jalen Hurts thing. He brings much more than just talent. We know he can throw the ball. We know he can run. You know what I'm saying? But to be able to, to get a whole bunch of men to come behind you and play their best football, those separate good players from great players. You know what I'm saying? And in today's stat line, Jalen Hurts didn't do anything wildly crazy, but in the stat line today, he did have a really good game. No interceptions, no TDs, but they were doing drills on the 1 yard line, backed up on the 1 yard line. I had it. I don't even know where it's at, but it was something like 14 and 18 or 14 and 20, something like that. Along the lines of that. I had it, but then I lost it. So, but it wasn't nothing wildly great. They did say he had a really good middle pass with Johnny Wilson, and he kind of threw it up really, really high to where only Johnny Wilson can get the ball. He had that play. I think that's it. I think he had that play, which was like a splash play. But he had no negative plays outside the incompletions. He had no negative plays, and he had the Johnny Wilson ball. So Jalen Hurts is just being consistent. You know what I'm saying? No negative plays. It's good. Okay. Let's get into Howie Roseman on Pardon My Take, and let's play that video.
Are you a Georgia merchant?
What does that mean?
You just take players from Georgia. It's like not that hard, Howie.
Well,
that team's good. I'm just gonna take all their players.
I went to the University of Florida.
Okay,
so that's
wow.
Can't beat them, join them.
I know. So I think from my perspective, it's like when you look at that Georgia defense that won the national championship, that was an unbelievably talented team, and to say like we go into the drafts and say, hey, let's go pick 3 guys from Georgia. Who knows what everyone else is going to do? It's worked out that way, but it's really helped our team because when you have young players on defense, chemistry is important, communication is important, and these guys have played a lot of high-level ball together. And so you have this young group of guys who have already that history together. So some of the learning curve is gone because of that, and it's kind of special to see.
Howie Roseman said this to Nolan Smith. You know how hard it is to take all these dogs, these bulldogs, and then Nolan Smith said some of the most Nolan Smith stuff ever. You want to win, don't you? So look, Howie Roseman has proven that he's gonna do whatever it takes to get the players that fits this system and the best way to win. You know what I'm saying? And everybody is understanding that winning is the goal. You heard Devontae, Dallas, you heard AJ, you hear Saquon, you hear from Jalen. Whatever it takes to win games is what we'll do, what we'll prepare to do. Now, there is personal accolades that everybody want to get done, but winning come first, and then those personal accolades come in. So, you know what I'm saying? He's getting the right players. So, I love it, man. Howie Roseman, keep doing your thing, man. Hopefully you don't go nowhere. And we got you for the remaining of your career, how long you want to do it. Now let's get into that main topic. Let's go get into the main event topic right here. Jalen Carter has been a menace today. A menace. So what we're gonna do right here is we're gonna get Elliot Parks on the video, and I'm gonna let him tell you how Jalen Carter is such a destructive player for us. Play the video.
What's going on, everybody? Day 11 of Eagles training camp in the books, and the main takeaway from today is Jalen Carter can really be a difference maker for this team on the defense side of the ball. And that's not breaking news, but when you watch the preseason game against the Bengals last week, you notice they missed their top 10 players. And today, Jalen Carter came out and played like one of the best defensive players in football. He had at least 3 or 4 snaps where he completely wrecked the play basically right away. He had a strip sack of Jalen Hurts in an 11-on-11 drill. Another pass, he batted down at the line of scrimmage. Jalen actually caught that one, but still wrecked the play. And that's really what stands out about Jalen Carter is, yes, they have a lot of talent on this defense, but the edges are unproven. The defensive tackle next to him, Moro Ojomo, has been awesome, but he's unproven. If this defense is going to be elite again, if they are going to be a unit that dominates in the playoffs, a unit that wins this team games, it is going to have to start with Jalen Carter. And today,
Hey, look, man, that boy is only gonna get better. He's only gonna get better. That's scary for the league, man. I love it for me. You know what I'm saying? Tell me, guys. Hey, like, comment, subscribe. That's all I really got for you, man. Like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications on, because you really don't want to miss no video, man. I'm bringing you all the good stuff. All right, man, we out. Let's go Birds.